Hello, everybody. Today we have with us Shushruth Kapse, and he is an international
Hi.
swimmer. Hi, let me introduce to you Shushruth Kapse. He is one of the finest swimmers of our country, and he is a participant at the FINA World Championships in Guangzhou, and he also is a medalist of the Senior National Aquatic Championship in Bhopal of 2019 edition. So, hello, Shushruth.
Hi, Antitya.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm also doing great. So, as I had a conversation with you past week, as you said, you take part in both the open water swimming championships as well as the clear water swimming championships. So, how do you manage your training like in the two different atmosphere and the two different environments? It's a bit like I guess it's a bit different training in the two different environment, and so how do you adjust yourself to the two different environments?
Like, Antitya, to be honest, it's like not a bit much different for me because like I anyways train every day 14 to 15 kilometers both the sessions. And doing open water training is not a big deal. Like doing open water like 10 kilometers is not a big deal for me nowadays. Because the thing is, the problem in open water you face is the waves. We just have to get used to the waves and the current. That's it. Otherwise, everything is the same. You swim there also, you swim here also. So it's not much big difference for me right now. Like only when I started, like I think I started in 2018. So my first open water meet, I just faced little problems because I was like new to the water and everything. But then like once I got used to the waves and the current, then I'm like it's okay now. Because only the thing you need in open water is one is stamina, and the other one is you should be able to like face the currents and you should see when the wave is coming and all that. So it was not a big problem for me. Like I got over it really quickly.
Okay. Okay, but like being on a personal front, I also am a swimmer and I swim at the national level. So, I believe that in a open water swimming, you do not have a certain path to follow. Like in the clear water, you got a T to follow every lap you swim. So, how do you manage or cope up with that problem?
No, but in open water, what they do is they put buoys in middle of the ocean. Like every 200 meters, there's a like kind of a buoy. It's like a big float, and it's like put in the middle of the
Yeah.
ocean. Like they're like every 200 meters. So every time after like what I do is after 4 or 5 strokes, I just take a breathe up and see if in the front of me where the buoy is, and I just go in that way. That's why it's really easy.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that's great. So, as a swimmer, I have also faced this trouble of many days my body doesn't make it to the practice sessions. I feel like getting inside the couch and sleeping for another 4 to 5 hours because you are so much tired and your body is aching each and every part of your body is aching. So, how do you manage those situations and how do you make it to the training even on those days?
Actually, it's a good question. But what I do is like when I wake up, like if it's a recovery session, I sometimes, like to be honest, I don't go. Like I just text my coach that I'm sore, I can't do it, and he says like it's okay, you can take rest. But if it's like a hard session, then like I just like cope up like okay, I have to go, and then I think about my future. Like if I take rest now, I won't be good enough in the future or in the competition. So that's so sometimes it works. It doesn't work every time, but it works like at least 8 out of 10 times it works.
Okay, okay,
10 out of 8 times. 8 out of 10 times, yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, being a swimmer, you have to maintain a balanced, healthy diet. But on some days you feel like going outside and having some junk food or fast food. But basically it's the cheat meals, what you call it. So, how do you get back to your balanced diet, and how do you stop yourself from having those outside street foods?
Like, actually, the thing is, I sometimes can't stop myself because it's like you have to eat. Like, I feel like whenever I go out, whenever I see street food, I feel like okay, I have to eat it. But then, like, sometimes I think the same thing how I do in the when I don't go for trainings in the morning. I do the same thing. Like, if I eat now, I won't be good enough for tomorrow. But like sometimes that also doesn't work. But like to be honest, like right now, if you would see my shape is horrible. Like I've gained weight and there's a lot of stuff, but like I'm still trying my best to control it, but it doesn't happen most of the time. But like when training is going on, yeah, I try my best to not eat outside food. But out of like sometimes it does happen, like when I'm with friends or when I'm with family. So one or two cheat meals ho jata hai. There's no, I can't do anything about that. Yeah.
No, no, the current situation is like everybody, same is for everybody. Like everybody is like having gained a lot of weight and like sitting inside the house, but like they're trying to like get in shape, but like dry land exercise for swimmers is not actually practically not
Yeah, it's
enough,
not enough.
because swimming
Yeah, exactly.
swimming in water is very different from what you train outside the water. So I guess it's like basically of no use, maybe 20% of use, but the 80% it's what we get from the water. So I believe it's not much of a benefit. So the
Correct.
and one thing, like as you said, you have a job in the Indian Railways. So like from my experience, I have watched this movie, MS Dhoni, the biopic movie of MS Dhoni, The Untold Story.
Yeah.
So like we had this scene of like he had got the job of a railways, got accepted in the Indian Railways, and but initially he faced a problem, like he had to be there at the station or have the 9 to 5 job, and he couldn't focus on this training because of this tiring job of him, and so he could not make it to the session. But later on, he like fixed it and got sorted it with the higher officials of his post, and
Right.
so as you also have the same job, so like I want you to share your views, and how do you like have you ever faced that same problem, and what is your views regarding this?
Like, so whatever is in the biopic is actually correct, but it was like the time when MS Dhoni was in the railways, it was that time was different. But now the thing is, railways support sports people a lot. Like, really, trust me, they support a lot. Like, to be honest with me, after I got the senior national medal, like literally, I've just gone to the office for 4 times, like 4 times a day, like 4 times a day. So because the thing is, after you get national medal for railways, like any
Yeah.
medal, like top three, the railway gives you 365 days ka off. Like it's 330 days, but like it's most like it whole year you get off till the next senior national comes. So the thing is like you just have to stay home and take salary. Yeah,
That's great. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
So, like
So like they give you
you
off
mean to
for
say
post
ki
training.
you are having a good relation with the railways, and they give you like they give you full focus to practice and concentrate on your training.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, okay. So, like many students, like many athletes who are aspiring for a job in the railways can like take up with full assurance of your guidance.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Okay, okay. So, do you mind mentioning your coaches' names and the clubs or organization or the programs you have been a part of who really help you shape up your swimming career, especially?
Yeah, sure, why not? So the first I would like to say is Mr. Subodh Danke. He was like my coach since 2010 till 2015. He passed away in 2015, I guess 16, I don't know exactly. But he was a great guy, and because of him, I could get my first national medal. Like, in fact, I could get even selected for my first national. Like, he was the one who showed me what national is and how you train. Because where I used to train earlier, like, till there, like, he was also good. I used to train under Percy sir. He was also really good. But Danke sir actually showed me, like, what national is and what international is. And after that, after Danke sir passed away at the age of 63. So after that, I had my 10th SSC board. So I had stopped swimming. And after that, like I was like, I had a question like, which club should I join? Because after Danke sir, like I should train at Khajim. So after Danke sir, there was really no one at Khajim. They were like coaches, but like what Danke
Yeah,
sir had, like I would say no one has it till now, up to date. So like then the biggest question was which club should I join, which coach should I go under? So like
yeah,
I many people suggested me go in like 2 3 clubs. Then like I decided I'll go in GAP, like Glenmark Aquatic Foundation in Mumbai.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
went there and like their head coach was Bhushan Kumar sir, and like he was really good. And when I joined GAP, I was like really overweight, but he still took me in the elite batch and he trained me. And in I guess in 3 months brought me back in shape, and then again I was on the track. So I was with Bhushan sir for I guess 7 or 8 months, and then I started training under Coach Peter Caspel. He's from Australia. So I started training under him, and up to date I'm with him only. He's also a great coach. He supports a lot. Whenever we go for nationals or international meet, he's like really supportive.
okay, that's great. So, like,
Yeah.
now that we have come to an end, and so I would like to have a slight bit of your future prospects. So, I would be asking that, like, where do you see yourself 5 years down the line?
Like I would say, looking at the current situation, I don't think for next maybe 6 or 7 months at least we can get in the water because of the COVID
Yeah,
and all the spread. So once we
yeah,
get in the back in the water, we'll at least need like basically I would at least need 6 to 7 months to get back in shape. So till then, maybe in 2021, I'll plan for senior nationals and whichever open water meet comes. And then maybe I guess in 2022, there's again World Championship. So I'm looking forward to that also. If I get back in shape and if the swimming starts in the next 5 to 6 months, and then just like senior nationals and open water, like nothing more.
okay, okay, that's great. And so, what about your like professional life and like keeping aside your swimming? So, what about your professional life? Where do you see yourself down the line in your professional life?
Like I would say I'm at a pretty stable condition right now, but I would say like I should improve more. I'll go for maybe class two or class four officer railway exams, and I might just
Okay,
see if I can get through it. Like I'm planning for that. Let's see. But first of all, like first my first priority is swimming. Like I want to get at a better level than right now. Right now I'm also at better level, but I want to like maybe world championship and even more. And then after that I can look into my like railway life and everything like personal life. Like every time, like whenever it is my first opportunity, will be swimming for sure.
okay, that's great.
Yeah.
So, like, I wish you all the best for all your future endeavors, and thank you
Thanks.
for joining us
Thanks.
and
Thanks.
making it a lovely, lovely evening.